Your own understanding. Truth under Babylon's empiricism. I'm here real quick because I'm mildly frustrated here with this. If you state the obvious, if you say something that everyone can actually do research and see that is true, it's obvious. So stating the obvious and getting repercussions or getting backlash or getting this nefarious energy directed towards you because you stated the obvious. Not that you were hating, not that you were spewing hate speech, not that you were saying something that was not true. You're stating the obvious. And if anyone else wants to do research on the statement to try to see how true the obvious statement actually was or is, and then they find the same results, and they can actually make that same statement apparent as opposed to just being obvious. So when you have something that's obviously apparent, and you speak about it and you get negative backlash as a result of the truth that you speak that is obvious and apparent, there's obviously, apparently, a nefarious agenda behind that whole thing. Because if you're able to circumvent the First Amendment when something is obvious and obviously said, but you're able to circumvent the First Amendment to get legislation, or just to get not only just legislation, but get an actual ideological uproar or alternate presence when it comes to just the viability of being able to speak, relay, receive, assess. When you impede that natural process with your own nefarious agenda to create legislation that would punish anyone for speaking the obvious, who the fuck are you? Who are we to go for that shit? How can we not speak the obvious when it's apparently obvious that this is the reality here, this is the truth? But you're going to crucify people for speaking the obvious. Why? Because it unravels the foundation of the bullshit you're trying to fucking pull. And excuse my French, but I apologize. Passion doesn't only just come through purple. But I need to tell you this because this is crazy. There's no need for grown people to basically concede their aptitude. You reduce your perceptions and your relative viability down to the level of adolescence because you don't want to express the obvious. This is maddening to me. How could anyone really not see exactly what is happening? How do you circumvent the First Amendment using a bunch of little symbols and icons through the lies of language to get you to think that what you're saying is hate speech when you're just stating the fucking obvious? So basically, you can circumvent any type of amendment or stipulation or law when you make them, pretty much. So the very idea of someone saying the obvious or speaking the obvious, but it be outlawed through ideology, is an oxymoron, and basically proves the fact that you do control everything, because everything is being controlled by the same source. So the very ones that actually got that to be got that obvious aspect of the truth to be something to be frowned upon when it's expressed, is obviously in control of the very legislation that we even maneuver with through. So basically saying and experiencing the oxymoron of speaking the truth, the obvious apparent truth, and being ridiculed for it basically proves the point in the first damn place. But no one sees that. I'm befuddled with fucking humanity, man. Bye.